Hello everyone, it's Cam. Welcome to another video. Now today we're going to do our first time listens video of albums I've listened to from February and March of 2022. Now this is stuff from the last couple of months, CD and a few albums to show. Now a couple of them have never before been shown on the channel, so they'll be shown in my next vinyl update, but we're going to do it anyway. So first up, the CD is The Best of Art Garfunkel. I bought this back in 2019 because I've got most of Art Garfunkel's solo albums in vinyl, but I've never heard of it, never listened to it until just recently, and I really enjoyed it. I've heard bits and pieces of it over the years, but with the albums, but I never actually heard it in full. So it was really good stuff on here. I really liked Bright Eyes, Misty Nights, Looking for the Right One, I Only Have Eyes for You, Since I Don't Have You, When a Man Loves a Woman, the Crying in the Rain duet with James Taylor. So yeah, a lot of really good stuff on the CD. This CD came out in 1998. Yeah, really good stuff in this one. Might check out Art Garfunkel's solo albums after this now, since I've been listening to the albums. Okay, now we're going to the vinyls now. First one is Johnny Cash, Water from the Wells of Home. I've been on a bit of a Johnny Cash thing recently. I've been listening to him quite a bit recently and getting his albums. It's just a favourite I've been going through, but this is a really good album. This is an album that came out in 1988, and it's a selection of collaborations with other people. So we've got Rosanne Cash, his daughter, and the Everly Brothers. People like his son John Carter Cash, Glenn Campbell, Paul McCartney even appears on here as well. Really like Ballad of a Teenage Queen with Rosanne Cash and the Everly Brothers, Last of the Drifters, Croft and Clachan with Glenn Campbell, New Moon over Jamaica, and Water from the Wells of Home. So really good album. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. One that yeah, it's good. Back there's all the people there. See, this is one of his Mercury albums. Like, I bought a Mercury compilation album on CD from Christmas. I got it at Christmas. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to check out the Mercury album, so I did that just recently. So yeah, that's Johnny Cash. And there's going to be quite a bit of Johnny Cash here in the video because I have been on a bit of a Johnny Cash thing recently. Then we have Now There Was a Song. This is a very early album. This came out in 1960. I really enjoyed it. I'd known Seasons of My Heart before this. I really liked I Feel Better All Over, Time Changes Everything, Transfusion Blues, I Will Miss You When You Go, and I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry was good as well. Another really good album, one that I quite enjoyed. And quite a nice cover as well, nice picture of Johnny in the front there. And I quite like the colour of it. Came out in 1960, really good. I had it on CD before in a Johnny Cash box set, but never owned it on vinyl until quite recently, so yeah, really quite nice to have it. This one I bought over the second lockdown but never had yet heard before, but Foreigner's self-titled debut. And it's a really good album, I really enjoyed it. Feels Like the First Time was great, so was Cold as Ice, Star Rider, the ones I'd known, Head Knocker, I liked At War of the World was good, and I Need You was pretty good, but a bit too long, but other than that, really good debut album for the band. Came out in 1977. I'm actually listening to this one because actually I'm going to see Foreigner in a few weeks at the Hydro in Glasgow with Whitesnake, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, hopefully I'll talk about that. But yeah, this is a really good album, one that I really enjoyed. A good debut for Foreigner. Different to the two albums I've heard before, which were For and Agent Provocateur, but nonetheless a good one. A good one nonetheless. It's got like a hard rock kind of sound to it. And yeah, really good album. Now these next two come from an artist who I've discovered for a friend of mine, but I'll talk about these records a bit more detail in the next vinyl update. And that's Bertie Higgins. Now Bertie Higgins is kind of soft rock artist. This is the first one I've got, Just Another Day in Paradise. And this is really good, I really enjoyed it. I heard, because I present a radio show on a Monday evening, and my friend requested Casablanca by Bertie Higgins, and I quite liked it. And I then discovered other songs by him, such as Key Largo, and I really enjoyed them. But this has got great songs in here, like Just Another Day in Paradise. The whole first side is great. Just Another Day in Paradise, Casablanca, Candle Dancer, Key Largo. Protocol was pretty good. The Heart is the Hunter, and She's Gone to Live in the Mountains I quite liked. Tropics was pretty good, but a bit too long. White Line Fever was pretty good. But yeah, not a bad album. Came out in 1982. I'll speak about this one in a bit more detail in the next vinyl update. And another Bertie Higgins one I got about a week later after that one, but I'll show this in the vinyl update in a bit more detail. Pirate and Poets. This was the follow-up. This came out in 1983. Not a bad one, but I still prefer the other album. I liked Pirates and Poets, When You Fall in Love Like I Fell in Love with You, Roy Orbison's duet Leah, which was originally a Roy Orbison song, but Bertie Higgins does a good version of it. Only Yesterday was good, and Never Looking Back was pretty good. So it was some good moments in it, but not as good as the other one, but still okay. But I'll talk about that in a bit more detail. Next one's an album I've had for many years but never heard before. Elton John, Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy from 1975. This is kind of like an autobiographical album in a sense. It's about him and Bernie Taupin, his co-writer. I really like the title track. Someone Saved My Life Tonight, Tower of Babel. We All Fall in Love Sometimes, and Curtains were good songs, although they're a bit long, but they're okay. Better Off Dead was good as well. So yeah, a lot of good songs in this album. I quite enjoyed it, and I've heard really good things about this album. Some people think it's Elton's best album, and this was quite a big one because it was the first album to go #1 in the Billboard. So really, really cool to have. So really interesting fact that I had known. And yeah, good album. Came out in 1975. Elton John, Captain Fantastic, and it is a fantastic album. Next two, Johnny Cash, Orange Blossom Special. One that I quite enjoyed. I really like the title track, Long Black Veil, It Ain't Me Babe, The Wall, Man We've Been On My Mind, When It's Springtime in Alaska. Danny Boy was good as well, so was Wildwood Flower. I quite liked his version of Wildwood Flower. So yeah, pretty good album, one that I quite enjoyed. 1965. I'd had it for years, but I'd only heard like half of the album, but really kind of needed to refreshen my memory a bit and hear the whole thing again. And yeah, pretty good album. So yeah, some of these albums I've like heard first sides of but never actually played in full, so to hear them again was pretty good. And the last vinyl I have to show is Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home. I've been kind of trying to listen to my Bob Dylan albums, but I haven't yet been had the chance to. I've only heard like Highway 61 revisited in full and like Greatest Hits. This is the second kind of full album I've heard. I like Subterranean Homesick Blues, She Belongs to Me, Maggie's Farm. Bob Dylan's 153 is pretty interesting because he sings the song and then it kind of falls apart, and then the director and the producer sometimes says take two, and then the whole song. I like the second side more. Mr. Tambourine Man I really liked. It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, and Gates of Eden were good as well. So yeah, a really good album. 1965's Bringing It All Back Home. And the last one I have to show is fairly recent. I don't have a copy of this in any format yet, vinyl or CD. I've only got it in digital on my computer, but it's this album, Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell 2, Back Into Hell from 1993, and this was a really good album. I really enjoyed it. I'd known some of the songs before, but I never actually heard the album in full. I'd known some of the songs from Jim Steinman's Bad for Good album, but I'd never heard the album in full. I really liked I Would Do Anything in Love, but I Won't Do That. I'd known that before. Life is a Lemon, I Want My Money Back was great. Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through, Out the Frying Pan Into the Fire, Objects in the Rear View Mirror, and Lost Boys and Golden Girls, but I also really liked It Just Won't Quit. So yeah, a really good album. Do I like it? I think I prefer Bat Out of Hell 1 from 1977, but that was still a good album. It came out in 1993, and yeah, good album. Nonetheless, hope to have a copy of it at some point. I've got it on my phone because I listened to my mum's CD. That was how I got it copied. So that's it for this first time listen. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you for another video. Until then, see you next time.